I'm Key, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just gonna go over a dessert board for like the holidays, like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm gonna share some tips I think helps break down like a board, whether you're doing charcuterie board or just like a dessert focused board. Hopefully this will help. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So I picked up the food for this board from Whole Foods and Aldi's. We have some chocolate, some nuts, and some fruit. To protect the board from staining when I use berries, I like to put down wax paper or some saran wrap. I always start with the biggest food first and go down in size from there. This way I don't get to the end and no longer have room for things on my board. Small things are easier to add afterwards. So I start by laying down these chocolate squares because they are the biggest. Next, I like the rule of 3 because it aesthetically looks balanced. So I'm placing the food here on the board 3 times in 3 separate sections. Then I like to create a pattern. So here I'm placing the food twice on one side and then once on the opposite side. I try to carry this throughout the entire board. Next, I'm adding in texture. So I place these blackberries on here. The blackberries next to the chocolate creates this decadent look and like feel. So once again, I'm using the rule of 3. I add my pattern of the 2 on one side and then the 1 on the opposite. So now I'm adding in a color accent. The bright red from the strawberries provide this like contrast and accent with the dark colors from the chocolate and from the grapes. And also as a tip, if you're using strawberries, cut them in half so they lay flat on the board. And then also like the inside of the strawberry has such a beautiful pattern and texture that it adds another texture to the board. Oh, I also wanted to mention that I got this board at the Goodwill. It was originally $3.99. A similar board goes for about $15 to $16 on Amazon. So I believe the point of the board is still to have your favorite food or treat. I have these wafers dipped in chocolate because my husband loves stuff like this. Also, I'm creating dimension by stacking these up a little higher. So I feel like I could use more festive colors, so I'm adding raspberries. And raspberries and chocolate taste so good together anyway. This is where I like to start adding in like the fillers of the smaller items. I typically like to add like different types of nuts. It really makes the board look full. Fruits are also great fillers as well. So I have pecans because they are just a great holiday snack. Then I also added in some shelled and unshelled pistachios because I love pistachios and like grapes with chocolate. That combination just works for me. So to finish this off, I grabbed some fresh mint leaves from my husband's garden. I cleaned them and then I added them as garnish, still using that rule of 3 in my same pattern. So my dessert board is usually one of the last things I make, so it's ready right before our guests arrive. I hope these were some helpful tips and can help you put a touch on your holidays. Thanks so much for watching. If you would like to watch more, please check out my latest videos. Please subscribe, share, and like, and have a happy holiday.